Yeah, Michael, I have Brad Korn first and then Hideki right after that.
You got it. Mr. Korn.
Hello, Michael. Happy New Year.
And where's your video?
It's right here. I'm right here.
Oh, I got you.
Look at this, Kansas City, baby. Do you watch football at all, Michael? You got to enjoy life and watch the Kansas City Chiefs go to the Super Bowl.
I got it. Hey, listen, Brad, Kansas City isn't that far from St. Louis.
I know. We just had our friend on in St. Louis, Robert.
You gotta drive up to St. Louis and meet face to face with our buddy Cujo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go meet Cujo. I wrote it down.
Got to do it. You got to do it. Yep, you got to do it. It's wonderful. Okay, Korn is the co-author of a book just about to be published called The E-Myth Real Estate Agent: Why Most Real Estate Agents Don't Work and What to Do About It. And Brad Korn's been in relationship with us for now, Brad, how many years?
We're on about 2 or 2.5, somewhere in there.
Yeah, 2.5 years about the book, but about E-Myth and the work you've been doing. How long, Brad?
Try about 22 years. And I kind of go back to what you said earlier. The only reason that's possible is because I believe you said any dumb kid can do this. Michael, you can't lay it out any more simpler than you did in E-Myth Revisited. And I was just lucky to be that dumb kid that read that book from cover to cover.
Well, thank you, Brad. And I love Brad. And Brad has done such incredible work to turnkey the business of a real estate agent so that he can leave his real estate agent business in the hands of literally ordinary people who, using his E-Myth branded, E-Myth developed turnkey real estate agent operating system, can produce the results that only a mere fraction of real estate agents can produce. Brad's got great stories to tell about all that, but we've got a bunch of folks, Brad. I just want you to ask me a question that will lead everybody who's talking to us today and will be coming aboard over the weeks and months ahead, so we can better understand what Radical U is all about.
All right, and I just got one comment about Radical U before that, Michael, that you have re-energized me back to not where I built my business and built my systems and built a team. It's now got me where I am helping 7 people do 100 transactions a year, every year predictably, and then helping them help 7 more people. And we're actually building the business just like Radical U covers. So thank you so much for Radical U, which leads to my question.
Yes, but let me comment about what you just said.
Yes.
So Brad just said, having built the turnkey system to produce 100 real estate sales a month, a year, 100 real estate sales a year, year after year after year after year, which is beyond belief. He's now created the business where he's teaching 7 people to do the very same thing, each of whom is going to be prepared to teach 7 people the very same thing, each of whom is going to be prepared to teach 7 people to do the very same thing. See it scaling, 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 scaling. And you begin to understand the logic underlying the practice, the business, the enterprise. Because the minute you do 7 people and those 7 people do 7 people, it's absolutely critical that you have a turnkey management system. And once you begin the 7 people and the 7 people and the 7 people and the 7 people, and you replicate the business 7 times, you now are in enterprise territory where you're creating a turnkey leadership system. And this is what Radical U teaches. Understand, had Brad joined us at the very beginning 22 years ago at Radical U, in 7 years, Brad would have gotten to where he is today. In 7 years, 5 years, I'm sorry, Brad would have gotten to where he is today. That's our intent, whether it be selling real estate, whether it be building fences, whether it be painting buildings, whether it be building walls. It doesn't matter what the business is. You go to work on it, you turnkey it, you replicate it, and effectively you are liberated. So good, Brad. Thank you for that.
Yes. Well, and so that brings me to my question. As I'm helping people do this, and I explain how I can help people do this, it comes back to what we were talking about in California when we were talking about the will and the way. We'll show you the way. Why do people make this so difficult? When I'm going through Radical You, it is step 1, step 2, step 3. It's a process, and I've had to learn how to not want it all right now. It's like, and so now my new thing is I want to savor it. I love my life. I enjoy doing things around Kansas City with my family, everything. And it's about just slowing down and enjoying life. So if you could just, it's like there's so much great information here and people get so excited and then we take off 1,000 miles an hour. I think it's just bring it back to how simple it really is. And it's just step 1, step 2, step 3, just follow the process.
Well, and what we spoke about the will and the way, we're also speaking about the intelligence. And the intelligence is a learned state of being, which means you go beyond being impatient. You go beyond thinking about the deal. You go beyond thinking about getting more, getting more, getting more, getting more. You let go and let God, as the expression says, understanding that each and every week you're designing, building, launching, and growing a better self. Because it's that better self, Brad, that you're bringing to bear on everybody's problem. And in the process of doing that, you're touching people in a way none of the others are. You got that?
Yes, that's what I love about this.
Yep, you're touching people in a way nobody else is. And that's the key to it. Because just like Tam said, Tam's going to work on Tam. Dewey's going to work on Dewey. And in the process of going to work on Tam and on Dewey and on Brad and on Hideki and on Mike and on Melina and on Kevin and on and on and on, you suddenly realize everything changes around you. Everything. How extraordinary. And you bring that vitality, that spirit, Brad, to every single person you meet. You can't not. It's you.
Yeah.
You understand? You're not pretending to be this. It's you.
That's what I love about the process is you've really let me be me, because that is me. And I'm going to change every real estate agent on the planet with this book.
You got it. You're going to change the world.
Change the world.
Brad, I love you. Thank you very, very much for joining us. Happy New Year to you.
Love you too, Michael. And you too,
Give
Lucia.
my love to your wife. Give my love to your kids. Give my love to your people. Give my love to everybody you meet, and say Gerber is working on it, working on it, working on it, so you can work on it too.
All right. Love you guys.
Love you. Thank you.